Hello, thanks for watching. We're playing Vintage Story again. Wanted to show you my mod list real quick. Trying out the new Watersheds update and also the TerraPretti new world generation. I've also got some that I'm still just checking out. They're not in my core yet, but the new shader mod, where is that? Right here alongside Global Illuminator, somewhere right here. We'll see if that destroys my graphics card or not. I've got my world ready to set up with the default recommended settings for TerraPretti and survival challenges. You can see all that here. But I've got that set to. It's a little bit easier than the defaults, namely because this is single player and I feel like that's more balanced. Should be good. I just wanted to see what this new generation looks like, and we'll take it as far as we're having fun. So I also did just install task hunting as a possible alternative to using both the blood trails flea exhaustion mods. If I can replace 2 for 1, I'll usually take that trade. Finally in here, and I need to set up my ecosystem flora. We're going to save these settings for all worlds. And I think I'm actually just going to use all of the default settings. We're going to be this guy. We're going to be a commoner. That reminds me to check out Sonita's custom traits where I can pick them out particularly. So gonna give it a good 30 seconds before I even move the mouse to let everything load. Wow. Okay. I must be very high up. Also getting some interesting like watercolor effect on the textures here. I assume that's the shader. Global illumination. Right. What is going on? Maybe if I just start moving around, generating chunks, that this will fix itself, but we've got that gap. Alright. That looks odd. Yeah, everything's very shimmery. I want to get down to where we are not in single-digit temperatures. Maybe where the grass is a normal color. This is, like, it is grass, but I don't know what's causing it to be that color. Is it F8 for the shader mod? Yes. Maybe if we, oh, I just saw that pop in, so that's good. We mess with some of these maybe later. Actually only getting more pale and white as we go. Oh wow, I mean this looks like sand pretty much. And you know what this is? I think this is my no gravel mod. No gravel is a mod that puts these dirt, just one layer of dirt on top of any sand and gravel biomes. So really we're in the desert here. So I'm gonna assume that the color grading is a result of being in the desert. I mean, I feel parched just being here, but the leaves on those trees, yeah, I wonder if that's the best we're gonna get. This is a vast dry area that I would like to escape. I think if I go that way. Overkill to get a couple flint. But there we go. Okay. Wow, look at that. Got another gap in the chunks there, but that is a mountain range for sure. That's the first time I'm experiencing a view like that in this game, so that's very cool. Getting these shimmers as a result of Chunk LOD. Okay, we have some trees here. There must be some sort of conflict that I'm experiencing between these shader mods. That's causing the colors to be very out of whack. We'll just go a little further here until oh! See that pop? When I entered this area. So I'm obviously starting in an arid environment. I believe I chose temperate for my world gen settings, but bummer. But we do need to be traveling north if possible. Ah, hard to see the where the sun is moving. I think it might be moving that way. So that would make that west, to make this way north. What is that? Bunch of small trees. I mean, I definitely like... It's got a certain uniqueness to it. And that's, I guess, when the shadows sort of bake themselves onto the lighting. It's that weird pop that happens. This is nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna disable that for a sec. Can we do F8? Turn off everything. See what we get here. Does that sort of fix the color grading? It's, yeah, I think that's the overexposure causing it to be blindingly bright. But the color grading here, the desaturation of everything, may be an issue. Yeah, I'm bleeding. Not sure what to do about that. It was the global illumination mod. Turn that back on. Control G is going to be what we want to switch over here. Bounce saturation. I'm gonna say up. Bounce fall off. I don't see a change there. Let's go next. Trace bias. Foliage damping. Ooh, okay. Let's go 90, maybe 80 there. That's much better. I'm gonna save that and let's go back to... My FPS just died. Turn off dynamic shadows on that. Should help a lot. We'll go back to the open where we can see what sunlight looks like. Also, if I could fix that shimmering on the leaves. If there's a setting for that, I will take it. Get out of my face. Ouch. The second time I ran into that one wolf. Okay. Control G. Can we change a zenith red? Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna want some mostly green in there. I think light strength. Ooh, nice. Let's do 80. Illusion. Kind of like the high contrast. Yeah, 75. The floor. I don't know. Something low. What else do we have? Quality. We'll leave that as is. Denoising. Surface detail. Okay, I think I'm going to turn that off because all that does is add that watercolor blurring effect and it also breaks our trees. Nice. Relief and parallax. Actually don't know what that's expected to change. Detailed distance. Yeah, that's probably going to break my... Okay. I think that's definitely an improvement. Save that. And see what we can do. Yeah, frames are still not great. Let's try even without LODs. That's gonna improve it. Oh, hi, Drifter. Buddy. Kind of weird. The soft glow. I don't know what that would be coming from. Oops, that was a sphere. I will make one anyway. And actually we need to break some of these with our fists because of string sense requiring chord for a tool. For a knife, I mean. For a spear, you don't need it yet. Let's assemble that. Holding right click. Nice. Ah! I'm not trying to create a woodworking station. I'm back. Cattail's always given you more than one? Also, yeah, I need to make cord to make that. A very neat new experience going through a forest with the global illumination. It does add quite a bit of depth. I mean, because look at this. Before and after. And I mean, the before is probably without the vanilla dynamic shadows, but still. And my default render distance right now is quite low. Could get some grass as well. I believe it's going to take 24 grass for a bed for the first night, and then another 2 for a torch, and another 1 for fire starter. That should be fine for now. I just want to run around a little bit, get a feel for the terrain, and forage. Okay, that's a little odd, that happening, but that could just be a stability issue that we can get an update for that, I'm sure. Oh, my mouse just decided to stop working for a sec. Oh. Not that much slower just to use my hands, so. Might not be any slower at all. I definitely want to get out of the sand, even sand adjacent biomes. Terra Preti has definitely been going for a strictly realism generation, and that kind of thing definitely has its benefits as far as how things look. Now to play it, I'm noticing that the shadows into the trees, I would like them when the sun starts going down, that these shadows don't get darker. So I wonder if that was in our like min, it was min something. Floor. Sky occlusion floor. We want to bump that up. And then just say that the strength is a little higher. Is that going to help us? Yeah, that looks more natural now during sunset. I don't know what it's going to look like now during the day, but we'll find out. And we are thirsty, so I'll head down to that water again. Call it a night at maybe close to midnight, I think. I'll grab these just for safety. Eat a bunch of mushrooms, and we'll just plop our bed down here. Oh, I froze again. Here we go. Right. Oh, okay, that's not how you make a bed. Let's just, oh, maybe I didn't update my configuration. We still have to make hay bales with cord. So that means I'm going to need another knife. No, wait, I have more cattails, so I can make more cord. Actually, I have 2 cord already. I just need 1 more. Now I put this on the ground. No, I don't. put it in the crafting box, and I can make a bale. And we can do this. Nope, not that. Autofill. We can shift that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Yay! I like that. Wow, that looks great. Maybe a little bit reddish. Oh. Alright, we better sleep before something finds us. That didn't sleep for 7 hours at all. Why was that? Huh. Don't know. Ooh. Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave that about there. I have no idea why I did not just sleep for 7 hours. I'm gonna make stale poultice. Pick that up. Ooh, I like that effect. Dynamic light held. Oh, that. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. That's more than enough. You know what might be messing with things too is the night vision mod. I'll have to. I can disable that in game. Night vision. Dark vision. There it is. Can we just. Turn that off. Maybe that will help. We go in that cave again. No, no. Bummer. I think that's another thing that could be ironed out, but the look of the lighting, like just on every face of every block being dynamic, is very cool. We'll head up to the top here and turn on our LODs. Relax. Ooh, it's getting cold. Yeah, I'm thinking for small servers or single player, it's gonna be a little too much climbing. Might have to try and reduce the world height back to Is it 384? What's that? Oh, cool. We've actually lost leaves on trees up here. It's neat. Alright, let's see what we can see. Wow. What a view. I think that's all the time I have today. But next time I'll head down, we'll start a base. Try not to freeze to death. Hunt some animals. Oh wow. Shadows just popped in. I guess the sun got up high enough. I want that though. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.